We are joined by Goblin Moss, Demi Devil, and Bisa Bing for what is going to be a very interesting session. Last we left off, you guys had some good heart-to-hearts with some of the folks in the Golden Sun home, in the Wayard home. And sometime in the middle of the night, you guys watched as thousands upon thousands of Heartless swarmed the Golden Sun. In an attempt to stop it, you guys fought your way through the waves of darkness. As you guys encountered what you can only assume to be someone from wherever the person that only at this point Zen remembers is from. You guys ensued combat, and as a desperate measure, she attempted to open a portal directly over the Golden Sun, in which Matt, promising to return, jumped through. And as far as you guys are aware, his trap worked. He captured the Golden Sun. However, Zen fell, triggering a transformation, the fusion of a memoir and a nobody. A battle ensued between you three, and Zen was subdued. And as the last of the Heartless melded away into the darkness, that is where we left off. Bailey.
Yeah.
You watch, or Nessa, you watch as Faye hunched over, breathing heavily. The light off of his body begins to wisp off as though steam rolling off of hot stone.
Just exhausted, and she just kind of looks over and just waits until Faye comes to.
Faye, you feel yourself pulled back into your body, and your legs are weak. One step and they'll give out.
I take that step, but I move it towards Zenquin. I let my knees fall.
Yeah, Nessa, you watch as Faye almost stumbles.
Oh, she finds the strength to actually help him up, and they both go over to Zenquin's body.
He's breathing.
Zenquil twitching.
And you watch as the bits of gray and white and purple and pink flake off of his body as though dried bark in rough wind, scattering into the night sky, save for his left arm. His left arm remains unchanged from the previous form.
But that's not where the emblem was or anything, is it?
The emblem was on his back.
Okay.
And you do not see it anymore.
I look up at Nessa. We tell only the masters about this. Understand?
With tears in her eyes, she just slowly nods. Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable.
He nods.
So kind of like goes over to Zen and kind of like pulls him into her lap. Just kind of like making sure that he's okay, that he's breathing. And she just kind of caresses his hair just a little bit, almost maternally.
Your strength begins to return, Faye. Although still weak, but it's as though you had just swam miles and are only just now catching a break. Your body is sore and tired.
I look up at how's the sky situation now that the golden sun was Matthewed.
You look up, you see the moon, you see the stars, you see the rolling clouds. It's a full moon, so the night is lit up.
And we're still on that raised platform, right?
Correct. It's like a little lip off the side of the mountain.
If I look down, do I see anything?
You see look down and you watch the stones beneath you slightly rolling down as you step to the edge. You see the tops of the trees out in the distance rolling in the wind.
No tuft of blonde anywhere.
If you're looking specifically for Matthew, your best guess would be at the top of the mountain. You guys are about 2/3 of the way up. And mind you, Mount Elf, where this is at, is a dormant volcano. So you would have to make it into the lip of the volcano.
That's fine. I glance back at Nessa. You have him?
Kind of looks over tiredly and nods and then kind of gives a confused look. And
I'm looking for Matt.
And then after, yeah.
And he immediately starts leaving. He runs.
Yeah, she just kind of nods and just looks after Zen.
I'm making my way up that mountain.
Alright. You make me a climb check.
Let me roll. He did splody, that's good. Splodied again! Wow, we're starting off strong.
Cool.
That's 9, 10, 11.
Okay. You find a small path that leads up. It takes you a little bit of climbing to do, as the path did not lead to the lip that you guys were fighting on.
Right.
But you do find the path. It's winding. It's going to take some time, but it's better than climbing directly up.
Right. We'll take the path.
You make your way up to the top of the mountain, and you stand on the lip of the volcano. And you look down into the basin, your eyes glancing and darting, trying to find something. Make me a notice check.
Absolutely. That is a 5.
It takes you a minute, but you see in the dirt and the ash a glimpse of gold.
Oh, I immediately rush over.
You find, kind of buried behind one of the rocks that have fallen from the edge, you find Matthew. And you see him, he's breathing, and you feel the weight lift off your shoulders ever so slightly, but then you feel it even more as you see, getting closer, his hands, his arms. It's almost as if the skin itself has been turned into Synergy Stone.
I see this, but barely. I just immediately pull him into my arms.
You
Just-
feel
He's
his
totally
breath.
unconscious, right?
Yeah, he's out. But you feel
But
his
he's
breath
breathing.
on your neck.
Am I strong enough to even bring him back?
You can make me a body check.
I can sure try. Dun, dun, dun. Splody again. Wow, this... Jesus, fuck. I only rolled a 2 the next time, though, so a 10.
You lift him. It's heavy. He's bigger than you, much bigger, and you're tired. You just made C.
Whew, fuck. So we're barely, like, I'm borderline blacking out.
You
but
are-
I can make him, I can
You
make
see
it.
stars in the edges of your vision, and you're staggering up this side of the unstable, ashen-covered side of the lip. And as you reach the top, you feel yourself teeter forward, about to pass out, and you feel an arm wrap around your chest. And you look
look
up and
up.
you see Isaac.
Oh, I just cry into his chest.
He holds you too. Nessa, you, as you're sitting there holding Zen, you hear a small gasp.
Nessa blankly looks up.
It's Birch. She has her mouth over her hand over her mouth, and she's shocked at first, but then she comes running over to you too.
Nessa starts, like, fresh tears start falling down her face as Birch comes towards them.
She almost dives to her knees and hugs you too. Not saying a word.
Nessa just hugs her back, but also is still holding on to Zenquin almost too tightly. Are you okay, Birch?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Save your strength. We can talk later.
Okay. But she can't let go of Zen.
Zen.
Oh no, secret time.
You feel like you are floating in an endless ocean. The current pulling you this way and that. It's dark. You can't really see much. Just abyss. And it's hard to breathe, but it's almost like you don't have to. Yet you still, every now and then, just try to gasp for air, only sucking down this liquid. And you reach out, trying to swim and pull against this current, and you feel yourself press, your hands press against something cool and smooth. It almost feels like glass. And you reach around and you move your hands around, and it's almost as if you're in this cylinder of glass.
Uh-oh.
You press your face against it. And you see a room. Barren, sterile, white. The only other thing in this room are glass canisters in different corners of the room. And a chair. Leaned back, footrest kicked out. And it looks like you, sitting in this chair, unconscious. Your chest open, almost surgical, with tubes and wires leading out of it. You see the door open to this room. And in walks someone. You can't tell because every time you get a glimpse of their face, it looks like static. And just a glitch.
Would I recognize that it's the same thing that was happening in the yearbook?
It's different.
It's different?
It's different. It's not like you've forgotten who this is. It's almost like you can't know who this is. And as you go to take another gasp of air, you lose sight. And you fall unconscious.
Okay.
And we're back.
Not nice anymore.
Oh,
The
no.
first thing I heard from you was, "It's nice, actually."
I was like saying I don't usually get to be a part of these
no,
because usually I'm seeing
yeah.
some shit. So it's kind of nice being, behind.
Being on the other side.
Yeah.
For expediency's sake, we will say that you guys are gathered and brought back to the house. Birch has done some field work as far as medicine goes, both physical and magical. And has assured that Zen is stable, albeit out cold.
Are we back up to full health then?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
The damages that you guys have wrought at this point, you can try and cure all you want, but this is...
We're too damaged.
This is past fights. This is
physical trauma.
This is mental. This is emotional. The only thing that can really restore your health at this point is rest.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Birch has taken Zen, lifted him up rather with ease, and carried him to her room. And Isaac has carried Matthew to his. Seeing you return, Nessa, Jacobs is in tears and seems to have forgotten all forms of boundaries, but has rushed you and pulled you into his arms, sobbing.
Nessa is so tired at this point, she just accepts it. Doesn't hug back, but she accepts it.
You just... Make me a notice check.
Okay. Here, hold on. 5.
You can hear him mutter some things, although it's muffled in your hair. But you hear... just... I'm so glad.
Again, Nessa's just
Aw.
kind of numb at this point, but again, she just accepts what he has to give.
Isaac returns from Matthew's room and places a hand on your shoulder, Faye. You did the right thing. Master Gaia will be here in the morning. I have alerted her.
He lets out a
that
heavy breath at that, like of relief.
she will be accompanied by the rest of the masters. We will determine the best course of action to return both of the boys to Scala.
All right.
Did good.
He looks away, but he nods. He's just sort of
Nessa
staring at the
kind of-
floor, a little distant.
Nessa kind of like looks over and like tries to make eye contact with Faye.
Faye is not accepting it. He's not looking at. Noticeably, he's averting his gaze from the two of you.
Alright.
Isaac pries Jacobs off of you, Nessa. Kind of saying like, all right, let's give them some space. Let's go back to bed. And Jenna looks at you too and just, I know it's gonna be rough, but the best thing that you can do for those two right now is to sleep.
You don't have to tell me
Nessa-
twice. I grab a pillow and like, move over to the couch.
Nessa kind of nods at that, and she finds a chair. Like she finds like a cozy chair, and
I look over at you and I pat the couch.
and Nessa immediately goes to the couch.
He just sort of leans on you. Seems to want to fall asleep that way.
She immediately takes that. She immediately goes for it.
And he's out. The moment that you let his head hit your shoulder, he's gone. Gone to the world.
Oh yeah, Nessa is also falls asleep pretty quickly after.
Come morning, you guys are woken up by the sounds of birds outside. Zen, you wake up to the feeling of a hand running through your hair. Faye and Nessa, you wake up to the sound of knocking on the front door.
Oh, I bolt.
Nessa
I bolt to
just is
go
like
see.
and just looks behind her, watching Faye.
Zen, you startle awake and you look up and you see that Birch is kind of sitting next to you on the at the edge of the bed, and you
Sorry,
feel
Birch.
you feel a washcloth pressed to your forehead. Are you okay?
Yeah, and he apologizes for flinching.
Are you all right?
Yeah, what happened? He looks around and realizes he's back in her room.
Yeah,
What?
you go to like rub your head and you see the arm. And the memories come flooding back from last night. All of it.
Oh god.
Shit.
I'm just gonna go ahead and make a willpower check.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 1. No, he starts having a panic attack.
Oh god. Poor boy.
Birch grabs your hand and squeezes, and you do feel feeling in that hand.
Oh, she grabbed the scary hand?
Well, that's the one towards her.
Okay.
She grabs it, and I need you to breathe. Please.
Okay.
Deep breaths in and out.
He does as he's told.
Count to 10,
Where's...
and count to 1.
He's on autopilot. He follows instructions.
Okay.
Where's everybody else? Are they okay?
They're okay. They're asleep downstairs.
Fuck. What was that?
I don't know. They didn't tell me anything. And I wasn't informed as to what happened.
He immediately assumes that they don't want to share it with her yet, so he's just like, okay. I think we need to talk to Gaia when we get back.
They will become, from what I understand, Faye triggered the emergency alarm. And they're going to be here this morning, okay? I need you to lay back down. You went through a lot of trauma, physical, probably mental. I need you to relax. Okay?
Is Matthew okay?
You watch her hesitate.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
You and him might have a conversation starter together now.
Oh no, what happened? What happened to him? Birch, please.
He's alive.
It doesn't
As soon as he wakes up, I'll let you go see him. Right now, I need you to rest.
I mean, if anybody's awake, can you please just let them know that I'm okay?
I've already sent a text to Dad.
Okay.
Because you were already your eyes were already fluttering open earlier. So I could tell that you were going to be waking up. I need you to just lay back down. And she kind of like presses onto your shoulder.
He's following orders.
Good boy. Now rest.
Hey!
Hey!
Evens.
We're so bad.
No, Zen absolutely does. A at her. Like, what?
Yeah. Faye and Nessa, you wake up to the sound of the door knock.
Yeah, I bolt, actually.
Nessa just groggily looks.
Yeah, you open it up. And Faye, to your dismay, the first person you see is Kurova.
My shoulders visibly slump. Master
Suffer.
Kurova.
And you see Gaia next to her. Or next to him, sorry.
Oh, the moment I see Gaia, like my eyes widen and there are like a million thoughts in the brain, and I could visibly I want to rush her, but I don't. Like I hold still.
You also see Stella and Remna.
Oh, well, thank God. That's good. I immediately step aside to let them in. I'm containing myself. My fucking whole body's shaking, but I'm containing myself.
Nessa's just on the couch, just kind of looking blankly, but she acknowledges them.
Almost beat for beat from Jacobs, Remna rushes you and pulls you into a hug.
Oh, Nessa absolutely returns the hug and actually starts silently crying.
Stella approaches you, Faye, first. She physically pushes past Gaia
Ooh.
and approaches you, Faye, and brushes a strand of hair from your face. And are you okay?
He just sort of looks down. He shakes his head no.
Well, Gaia, and she turns to Gaia, and I got the reports from Chatrithy last night. I have informed your masters. They know. She kind of looks at you two, Nessa and Faye, sort of giving the I'm following what you guys asked about no more secrets sort of look.
Right.
So kind of finishes her hug with Rimna, kind of wipes her face and kind of looks over.
I've got to say, I'm impressed with you three.
Nessa just looks confused at that.
Well,
Just groggy and confused.
You defeated quite a number of Heartless.
Oh, shit, I forgot you wanted us to text her. I'm not.
And I'll even say, even on my missions, I've never defeated so many in one go. And they always gave me the hard ones.
We didn't have a choice.
No. But you did the right thing, as any master would do, and quelled the situation.
Nessa kind of bites her lip and she just looks slightly angry for a moment and being like, but we didn't capture her.
That's fine. What matters is you beat them. You stopped the world from being engulfed in darkness. That is the priority of a Keyblade Master. The safety
So just
of
heaves
the
out
world.
a sigh.
Faye nods, but he's not quite responding to Gaia's praise the way he normally would.
Nessa's just overwhelmed and she realizes, how she might look and with her red eyes, and she just mutely just runs and grabs some tissues and
Yeah, I bet we look like hell.
Oh yeah, no, there's a
We've been
tissue.
crying.
There's a
I've
tissue
been on a
box on the
volcano.
coffee table.
Yeah, Nessa just mutely just goes over and grabs the whole roll and and then she goes over to Faye and she's like, do you want any?
No.
She kind of shrugs and then pulls a couple out and just gives the biggest she just blows her nose in a really, really loud, obnoxious manner.
I glare ever so slightly. I glare.
You guys see Isaac enter the room. Zen Quinn is awake.
Oh my god!
Nessa
Electricity
bolts.
surge. I run.
Yeah,
I'm right in
we
Nessa's
bolt.
heels. We bolt.
Yeah, you guys make
They
your way
pushed
up
past
to.
Isaac on the stairs.
You guys
Yeah,
make
fuck
your way up
Isaac.
to.
Oh, fuck, yeah, fuck
shove
Isaac.
Birch's
they just go
room.
past, they just shove him aside.
You guys make your way up to Birch's room, and you actually see Jenna coming down from Matthew's.
Nessa kind of looks over at Faye and she's like, do you want to visit Matt first or Zen? What do you want to do?
No, does Jenna say anything?
She looks at you two and... I just put him back to sleep. He
Oh,
needs some rest.
To Zen.
Okay.
Cool,
Nessa,
thumbs up, and I go to
Nessa,
Zen. Yeah.
Yeah, we both go to Zen immediately.
Yeah.
And like the moment they get in, Nessa just leaps at
I run.
Zen.
Run.
Yeah,
to
Zen, you watch the
Zen
door
is
fling
curled
open
up.
and two bodies fly towards you.
Zen is curled up on Birch's bed, snuggling Charithy.
Oh yeah,
Just
we just
holding
leap
this-
on him.
The little boy.
Yeah, no, we
like a
tackle
fucking-
onto the bed. It doesn't matter. We arms around you immediately.
Guys!
Yep.
He holds you all tight with one arm. His brain can't move the left one right now.
Nessa doesn't say anything. She just hugs all of them.
How are you feeling?
Well, confused, worried, freaked
Nessa-
out.
Nessa
Yeah.
kind of sits up after a minute, and she's like kneeling on the bed and just looks at Zen, just happy, tears in her eyes.
I'm so happy we're safe.
Nessa kind of closes her eyes and smiles at them. She's like, "I'm so glad you're safe too, both of you."
The masters are all here. They're downstairs.
Zen, you
Master Gaia,
actually
Master Kurova.
see the collective of masters standing in the doorway.
Oh, well,
Gaia-
never mind. They're right there.
Gaia, well,
Ray on
Zen,
after you.
Zen's the only one that really sees this because the rest of you have your back to the door.
Oh, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zen just sees
Zen,
the
you
fucking
see-
army of masters waiting outside the door.
You see Gaia give you a nod, and then Kurova kind of ushers them back down the stairs.
And then Nessa kind of, you can kind of see her collecting her mental strength, and she just like, so what do you remember, Zen?
Too much. All of it.
Nessa's eyes well up at that, and she's like, I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry.
There's nothing for you to apologize for.
And Nessa nods at that as well. He's right.
Zen just hugs you tighter.
I rub his back a little bit.
Nessa just hugs back.
Zen, you feel one more squeeze from Birch on your hand, and she gets up and she walks out of the room and shuts the door behind her.
Before she can go, just thank you, Birch.
Yeah.
Nessa also like, yeah, thanks so much, Birch.
She nods and shuts the door behind her.
Well, at least, and Nessa just kind of like gives a goofy smile. She's like, I guess we don't have to explain what happened to you then.
Yeah. Probably for the best. Although
Don't
I
wanna
kind of
round
wish I
to
didn't
that.
remember it.
Nessa kind
Faye
of just
frowns.
nods.
He looks down.
I mean, I would have wanted the information, but it's different
I know what-
entirely to remember
I know what
the
you
feeling.
Nessa kind of looks up at Zen a little bit, almost hesitant, and she's like, So, did you end up recognizing that girl from last night?
I recognize the uniform. That's why I attacked so quickly, and why I let myself get... He trails off.
What?
At this point, you two, Nessa and Faye,
Mm-hmm.
the only thing you remember is that there is a boy that you have forgotten. You know that this boy is
Nessa-
from a
mhm.
world that somehow seals memories, and that might be a part of the bad guys, although he seems to be one of the good. But you don't remember anything else. Not a face, not a name, nothing.
Okay. And I asked then, what's the uniform from? Whose uniform?
I don't know if I say the name if you guys will hear it, but I'll try. And he tries to say Elias's name again.
It comes out as static.
Can you describe it?
I try.
Nothing.
Dang it. Nessa sighs at that and she's like, man, this memory thing is a bitch.
Even when Zen tries to, like, mouth the word or mouth the name, you don't even... You guys... It almost looks like his lips don't move at all. But you have the feeling that he's trying to say a word.
Okay, well, not the name then. Can you give us something else?
I try to describe him.
Nothing.
Ugh.
Never mind. We'll sort it.
We'll get through
He
it.
just, like, fucking frustrated punches the bed.
Phelan jumps.
Sorry!
Nessa
Sorry.
Nessa kind of gets it. And
You
she
guys-
also frustration punches the couch as well.
Yeah,
I
you
jumped
guys-
twice.
In solid and just kind of in solidarity. Yeah.
Zen, you go to punch the couch, or the bed, and you feel your arm, like, extend almost. It's a very weird feeling.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Are you okay, Zen?
Could I note? Can I roll?
Did
a
anybody
notice
see
to-
that?
Yeah. Can I?
Yeah,
can
go ahead and
I
roll me a notice
notice?
checks.
I mean, I feel like his scream drove attention to it, so I hope the DC isn't that high.
It's a 2. For once, Phelan sees nothing.
That's a 5.
Zen, you watch as the arm, like, almost slinkies open. And extends
that-
just ever so slightly.
The fuck am I?
Nessa kind of looks up at him, almost like kind of sadly, and she's like, I think I saw a symbol on your back when you changed.
Oh, Christ.
And
Well, first
I
and
recognized
foremost,
it
you're our
too.
big brother. All right.
Nessa
Nothing
nods
changes that.
enthusiastically. Yeah, Nessa nods enthusiastically at that.
Nothing changes that. All right.
Yeah, I know.
And Nessa just kind of gives a little sigh and she's like, I recognize this symbol as one of the memoirs.
Like the ones on the train.
Nessa nods slowly at that.
So Tex wasn't lying.
Doesn't seem so.
Nessa kind of like just looks up at Zen and she's like, but again, you're our teammate. You're our big brother. That doesn't change anything. All right? And you can see her, like, her tears kind of welling up when she says that. Nothing.
He squeezes your hand. Don't worry. I know.
Nessa nods at that and quickly just almost furiously wipes away the tears, and she's like, these tears need to run out already.
They never seem to.
And Nessa pulls out the stuff and blows her nose again, almost obnoxiously again.
The concern is if he wasn't lying about me. I don't think he was lying about you two either.
What does that even mean?
Well, we know what he said about you, Faye, and considering what that bitch said, that you couldn't run anymore, or hide anymore. I don't remember exactly.
I mean, I don't come from... We've been to the archives. Nothing should come from there except Coraline.
Maybe you're secretly light up
A
fun.
moss ball?
Yeah,
He tilts his head.
Cute little light up moss ball, and he pats her on the head.
I hate you.
No, you
Nessa
don't.
Nessa just like smiles and she's like, and she just lets out a little like almost strained giggle.
But
And that means looks over kind of at Nessa.
And Nessa is like, so if Elias is from the same place, that means Tex was from the same place. And then she looks at Zen and she's like, and that must mean that bitch is from the same place too.
Does that mean that I'm from where they're from? If they all recognize me?
And if Tex recognized Nessa's eyes and used the pronoun him,
then it might be
probably Jacobs.
Jacobs.
Nessa just kind of like,
where do we
closes her
all
eyes at
come
that.
from? And how can none of us know?
I mean, if it's a place that takes your memories away, if you leave it, then... Or if you go back... He tries to say Elias again and fails. I mean, kind of everything goes to the same direction.
You can see Phelan doing math in front of his eyes.
Nessa just kind of puts her hand up to her forehead and is like, and my dad's involved in this. How is he involved? And she just kind of, goes into her own thinking space.
As you guys are thinking for a few minutes, you hear a very quiet knock on the door.
Is
So
the door
just
still
looks up.
cracked?
It's shut.
Okay. Yeah?
Doesn't open.
Hey, can
Nessa's
you-
eyes.
Yeah, I get up to go. I go open it.
Yeah, Nessa's eyes just widen.
Faye, you open the door, and leaning weakly against the door frame is Mr. Sunshine himself.
Oh, I hug the shit out of him.
He almost falls into your arms, Faye.
Oh, I hold him
Oh,
up.
Nessa kind of like
Carried him down a
out of
mountain. I can hold him up
concern,
now.
Nessa kind of like stands up almost to help Faye and then sees that he has it and she just
And I
kinda
immediately
stands
go,
back.
you should be resting. You should be sleeping. You should be in your bed.
Zen, you see that both of his arms are this purple crystal similar to the one that's around Nessa's neck.
His head tilts a little. Oh, that's a mean joke, Birch.
Nessa kind of just lets out a sigh, and she just sees the purple crystal, and is like, it's almost as if the synergy stones fused to him after him trapping the golden sun.
Is he responsive to my scolding?
He just chuckles into your shoulder, and you just hear a very weak, I wanted to see you guys.
Okay, well, we're all okay, so guess where I'm going to redirect you?
No.
And Nessa is like, let's
Let
just
him at least
go,
sit on the
let's-
bed, Faye.
Or we could
Okay.
also go to his room, make sure he's resting over there.
That's where I was going to put him. Come on.
Yeah.
We can move. He
Alright.
can't.
Let's
I
let's
lead him
just-
on.
Let's just reconvene.
Nessa, can you give me a hand?
Yeah, Nessa immediately like helps Zen up, almost like under his shoulder, props him up that way.
Yep. I've got Matt the same way.
Yep.
Uh,
Up we go up another flight of stairs.
yeah, he leans into you, Faye, and you hear him murmur in your ear, just, sorry.
No. None of that.
Spirit Pet got a
Kind of touched my head to his. And like a gentle, you're forgiven, you're fine.
But next time, please tell me.
I didn't.
Like, I found the blueprints. I knew, alright? But come on.
I didn't think it would happen this way.
Me either. I would have talked to you about the blueprints sooner.
Back.
My wayward's getting a little bit better.
Yeah, you guys make your way up to Matt's room, and you see that Jenna has probably been up all night cleaning his room while he was asleep. Everything's been organized, and
Man, when he's fully cognizant, he's gonna be pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Anything, yeah.
he you see that he like glances around the room, Faye, and with your high notice, you see he kind of like wrinkles his nose and just, I'm never gonna find anything.
Man, your father wasn't kidding. All right, come
Nessa
on.
just closes her eyes at that comment and just shakes her head. Jeez.
I gently set Matt down on the bed and sit next to him.
Nessa
Yeah.
also does the same with Zen on Matthew's bed as well.
You actually see there's a small hammock by the window.
Ooh, yeah. That's okay. That's where Nessa drops off Zen in the nice hammock.
He's just lately swaying.
Very Zencore.
Seems good.
Nessa actually like rushes downstairs back to Birch's room and actually brings up Zen's guitar.
Oh no. You're gonna break my heart.
So while Nessa is running, you two both see Matt like looking down at his hands, and he's just opening and closing them slowly. And you hear the sound of gem on gem. Just kind of not exactly grinding together, but it's definitely
Scratching off each
Clacking?
other.
yeah, clacking.
Clacking, yeah. Okay. We can figure that out.
I think I know what's going on, but that's a lot. So, did we win? I'm assuming so, since we're home.
Yes, Matthew, we won.
Matt sees your arm, Zen, at this point. Like, you see him directly look at your arm.
He looks away.
He looks down at his own and looks up at you, Zen, with a smile and just... Twins?
Zen just chuckles. Yeah, but it looks like yours is gonna make you a lot better at magic.
Oh, no, I can't. He frowns for a second. It feels like there's it feels like there's a mega flare just building up under my skin. And I'm worried that if I try to use any synergy... And you see he looks, and he's... Okay, I'm gonna... That book there. He points to the one on the shelf. And you watch him hold his hand out and close it. You've seen him cast this synergy before. You know that it's called grab.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very simple, non-elemental.
It's Mage Hand.
It's well, not exactly Mage Hand. There's a non-elemental style of synergy that is very basic spells like push, grab, lift, catch, stuff like that.
It's just better Mage Hand.
Yeah,
basically.
it's just specific instructions for Mage Hand, different instructions. You see him cast grab, and you watch the entire bookshelf lift,
Oh, fuck.
and then rest back down.
Hey,
I
don't
can't control
do
it.
that.
Does Nessa come back in with the
Twins.
guitar?
Yeah, you see you see this happen as you walk in, Nessa.
Oh, and she just her eyes kind of widen at that, and then she kind of looks over at Matt, in kind of concern. Can you not control it anymore?
No. I'm kind of
gives a little sigh.
more useless than before.
Hey,
You were never useless.
you've never been
before.
useless, and you never will be.
Nessa just quickly gives Zen his guitar and goes over to sit by Matt and is like, "You will never be useless, Matt. Who's gonna drive our gummy ship, for crying out loud?" And she kind of gives him a little nudge with her shoulder.
And we've seen you and Birch fight together. You were like a fucking well-oiled machine. It's like an art. It's like a dance.
Save me on the
Nessa
Polar
nods-
Express.
Yeah,
I almost
Nessa
ate
nods
snow.
at that.
Yeah. Still.
And
This isn't... I'm not trying to make this a pity party.
Matt, you're allowed to talk about your feelings without it being a pity party.
Yeah.
But if you put yourself down around me, I'm going to beat the ever-living shit out of you. And don't make me do that when you're already,
So-
like this.
so I have a question for you, Burr.
Yes.
Did they bring the trap inside Matt's room?
You did not find the trap any...
Oh.
No.
Nessa kind of like, kind of looks out at Matt and she's like, what happened? I didn't understand what happened to the Golden Sun, but she didn't see the blueprints. She didn't know what happened. She just knew that he leaped into the sun and then the sun suddenly disappeared.
Hey, can you help me?
Yeah.
And he goes to you see he moves to lift his shirt, but his grip can't seem to stick.
Yeah, I go to lift it.
You lift the shirt, he puts his arms up and you lift the shirt up and over him, and you see the metal bands embedded along his chest.
Phew.
Nessa lets out a little gasp as she sees this.
I frown, but I look more concerned than anything else.
And
Zen
then
looks
Nessa,
horrified.
it clicks for Nessa, and she's like, "You absorbed the Golden Sun? Wait, what?"
I think so.
Nessa just stands up and she's like, "Matt, that is the most reckless son of a..." And she just starts panting, and because she realizes the significance of this. She's like, "Matthew, that was the most reckless thing ever. What? Why?
To be totally honest, didn't know it would happen this way.
Nessa
All
just
the more
like
reason.
Nessa just like pulls, like lifts her hands to her hair and just like pulls a little bit, almost a little bit frantically.
Zen tries to reach for her.
She accepts it, but she's still like, Matt,
Matthew,
we need it.
Yeah.
hypothetically speaking, if any of us could have, would you have wanted us to take that gamble? If it were us in your stead?
I think the difference is you couldn't have.
That's why it's a
That's not
hypothetical,
the
Matthew.
question.
You're avoiding my question. If it could have been any of us, would you have wanted us to take that risk?
He looks down for a second before looking back up. This hypothetical question requires a much bigger collection of hypotheticals.
Matthew.
Nessa
serious.
just puts her hand, like smacks her hand against her forehead.
I'm serious.
Matthew.
Would you have done it if it was your home world? Would you have done it if it was
I don't know,
saved
Matthew.
your world?
I don't have a world. I don't know.
Would you have done
All
it?
I have are my friends. I have you.
Yeah. I have you guys, but this is also my home. Just like Scala is yours.
Nessa kind of just looks down
Even if
and
this
kind of.
even if this was the only way, even if after years and years of study and experimentation, and I wouldn't have hesitated for a second. Even if
Nessa
you told me
just
this
kind of-
was the only way.
Nessa just kind of shifts, like her gaze. It's not hostile, but it's almost confrontational. Her eyes get icy, and she's like, "So you had to sacrifice yourself. You
Nessa,
had to do
he's
that."
right here. He's all right.
This is hopefully temporary, as was the normal trap to begin with. I don't expect you guys to understand, but you can see some tears are welling up. I at least would like a little bit of trust.
Of course we trust you. I wouldn't have let you run off and do that if I didn't trust you. I just
Nessa-
want to make sure that you're
Mhm.
doing proper risk assessment, that you're actually valuing yourself.
I am.
Nessa kind of squeezes her eyes shut, almost trying to calm herself.
But
Okay, then I trust you to make these decisions.
no one else could have done this. Not my dad, my mom, not any adept on this earth, on this planet.
Okay.
And you say you're useless. He shakes his head a little bit.
Shut up.
Ah,
Nessa comes out of it and she's just smiling. Okay.
Zen's kind of turning his guitar over in his hand as he's slowly realizing the fact that with his hand fucked up like this, he doesn't think he can play it.
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Make me a body check. Hey, while this check
Yeah.
is being made, Matt does, as you guys are laughing, kind of lean forward and press his forehead against you.
I blush a bit. I stay pretty still for him, though.
Nessa kind of notices this and
Ew.
she kind of like directs this comment toward Matt and she's like, I guess you gave an answer, huh?
Shut up.
Nessa just smiles at that.
I turn
And
even
goes
redder.
in.
I kind of glance at him. I was like, I mean, that was a pretty charged situation. Are you sure?
Nessa just chuckles and goes over to Zen.
I meant it.
Okay. He smiles a little.
I wanted, just in case things went worse than this, I wanted you to know.
Well, thank you for affording an alternate version of me some closure. Elbows him gently.
With a 2, Zen, it takes some finagling. And then it kind of comes to the realization that you can't play it with a pick. But you can try to use your thumb. And realize that the point on your fingers catches the chords nicely without cutting them.
He smiles and then puts it away.
And Nessa just kind of looks at Zen and she's like, to get used to your new hand,
Yeah. Just
Keep
had to make
practicing,
sure I
okay?
wasn't going to break it.
Keep going. Your music makes me happy, Zen.
We should get the masters in here.
Yeah, I was about to say, as much as I'm adoring
I don't-
this,
Think we can put this off anymore.
we can't put this off.
And Nessa squeezes her eyes shut again and she's like, can we just stay here just for 1 minute?
I don't see what 1 minute would hurt.
Yeah.
If they want us so bad, they can come fetch us.
And Nessa just goes to sit, with Zen in the hammock and just sways.
And face snuggles
Finds it
into Matt.
comforting.
Matt leans into
He gives her a squeeze and rocks the hammock harder. Whee!
After a few minutes, seeing as you guys didn't close the door behind you, you do see Kurova float into the room.
Nessa just kind of, watches him, kind of glances at him, but is still swaying on the hammock. Doesn't
Faye
even
had fallen
say
asleep
hi.
on Matthew. He's gone.
Zen nods at Master Kurova.
Kurova sees that Faye is asleep and keeps his voice down a little bit, but are you four rested?
Nessa kind of shrugs at that and she's like, as much as we'll ever be, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, once Faye's good, we're good.
Seeing that the situation has passed, the rest of the masters have gone back to Scala and will await you for a full detailed report.
Right.
Nessa just kind of like she kind of rolls her eyes a little bit at that and she's like, okay, this is not gonna be fun.
Fortunately, they do have duties to the school. I am here to inform you that you are to be mandated 3 things. 1.
Nessa looks sharply up at that and is like, are you serious?
Back on campus arrest?
1. You are to return to campus as soon as you deem fit. 2. You will be having weekly therapy sessions with your assigned masters. Zen. Fortunately, because of Vantis' situation, he will not be able to be assigned as your therapist. In this
Fine.
case, I will be taking over.
Nessa looks at Zen almost in concern.
Works for me.
And the third is you are not to go on another mission until not only has your masters that are assigned to you deemed you mentally and emotionally well enough to, but also after an actual mental health vacation.
This is gonna put us behind.
No, it will not.
Nessa kind of looks at him almost suspiciously, and she's like, "There's not a catch, right? There's no catch."
Faye
No
rubs his
catch.
eyes a little bit, opens his eyes.
Matt leans over and gives you the quick TLDR of what has been said.
I wrinkle my nose a bit at Kurova, but then I nod at Matthew's whispering.
You four have gone through quite a lot, and you are by far ahead enough of the curve to afford a break.
Wait, a break?
Yes, sir.
Nessa just nods.
I guess.
This is determined by all of the masters in a unanimous decision. That includes Gaia.
I raise my hand.
Yeah. You can almost see the swirling mist form a smile. Yes, Phelan.
So, my master situation's a bit up in the air, isn't it?
For now, you are still reporting to Master Stella.
Alright, so she's who I'm going to go to for this.
Yes, unless you would prefer to go to your previous masters.
I can't imagine Master Roxas trying to give me therapy. No, I'll take Master Stella.
To be fair, Roxas was the one that gave me some help. My situation.
Well, don't
He's a
make the
very
decision
good
harder. I settled on one.
He's a very good listener, but I agree this will be the best choice.
He nods a little bit. Alright.
Master Roxas is
Nessa-
good for making you feel better, not necessarily for giving you answers.
Oh yeah, you need a laugh. Master Roxas is the guy.
Nessa,
Oh, right.
Nessa, can Nessa make a notice check at that? What he said?
Make a nose check, yeah.
It's a 9.
Yeah, you, what are you trying to notice?
Nessa makes Nessa is trying. So Nessa's been trying to figure out what Kurova is for a while now, and then what he said about talking to Master Roxas about his situation kind of piqued her interest a little bit.
So, you guys do know that because this has been informed to garner some trust with the masters, because just watching a floating mass, that's not really trustworthy. But you have been informed at the start of your schooling career, been told that Master Kurova used to be the expeditionist, the lead expeditionist for the World of Darkness,
Everything's clicking.
and
Oh, but
lost his physical form there, but his heart was strong enough to take on this form, and the white cloak was designed specifically to help him maintain this form. So you can assume that the situation that he is talking about is his mist form.
Okay.
The losing of his own body in the World of Darkness.
Okay.
One more question, Master Kurova.
Yes.
This isn't like an insecurity thing. It's really more of like a not freaking out the general population of the school thing. Can we do something to like hide this? If we can't fix it, can we hide it or something? You're the magic person.
We will have something prepared.
Oh, thank you.
Nessa kind of, actually takes the scary hand and holds it intentionally.
Although, to be
Zen
fair,
gives her a squeeze, but he is terrified it's gonna go gadget stab her.
to be fair, Zenquin, we have some more intimidating looking students at the school than your current situation.
Sure, but that's one thing. Another entirely is seeing apprentices come back from a mission and one of them has a new and interesting monster hand.
Such is what happens on missions.
Fair, I just don't want questions.
I can
you can't avoid that. Scallo's
at the very
very
least-
good at asking questions.
I can
Frowns.
at the very least ensure that the student body will be made aware to not question events happening or slights caused by missions.
Oh, well, that's
And
gonna make them more curious.
Nessa's
gonna make them more curious, sir.
Nessa's eyes kind of grow icy, and she's like, and if there are any students who give us crap about it, I'm gonna give them crap about stuff.
We're not
If there
allowed to
are-
beat up the general populace, Nessa.
If students still break the rules, I will be informed, and they will receive appropriate punishment.
Oh, they'll receive appropriate punishment, all right.
Aylin.
Nessa's
Phelan,
eyes
you-
are just still icy, and she just looks up.
You are very aware of said punishment as you seek it out on a regular basis.
I glare at him.
Faye, you think about it for a second and then you realize he's talking about training with Gaia.
That's not even. Why are you all even the? It's not that bad.
Maybe for you.
That's
Yeah, you're a special case, Faye.
Why?
She has exhausted me, and I'm missed.
Honestly, Phelan, you should just take it as a compliment about your own combat prowess.
Nessa kind of nods at that.
I think that might be a bit egotistical. I think there's a more likely scenario. Crosses his arms and huffs a bit. I'll show her.
Nessa just
My point proven.
Point proven. Is there anything else you
Eh.
have for us, Master Kurova?
He nods, and that was all. I am glad to see that you seem to be in good spirits for the situation.
Hey, Master.
Yes, Zenquin.
Zen just has like the cockiest fucking grin on his face, and she's like, "It's gonna be real hard for them to copy this." And he holds up his fucking spooky arm.
Nessa just kind of giggles.
Well, we will see. Again, return to Scala at your convenience.
All right.
All right.
Do
Okay.
not worry about your schoolwork. As I mentioned before, you three are plenty ahead of the curve.
I mean, if you don't count midterms, then...
Nessa's
Really?
like, shh, don't bring that up. It's okay.
You passed.
You
It's
passed.
fine.
It's fine.
Anything else, Master Kurova?
That is all.
Thank you for getting here so fast for us. Really.
Thank you three. Things could have been a lot worse. You four, I apologize. And you see him like actually like almost bow towards Matt.
As you should. Matt did great.
Matt saved all of us, really.
So I've heard. We will see you at school.
I grin like, that's my boyfriend. That's my fucking boyfriend.
Zen gives a nod to Master Kurova and goes back
Nessa
into
just-
the cuddle puddle with Nessa.
Yeah, Nessa's still in the cuddle puddle. She's just like, okay, conversation over. I'm going back to snuggling.
And one last thing.
Nessa rolls her eyes again.
I roll my
Okay.
eyes too.
Zen looks up.
And he watches the arm like reaches into the robe and pulls out a set of keychains, and each one floats over to you guys, and you see that the keychain is that of like a sun with the crescent moon inside of it. Master Isaac found these at the base of Mount Alf and
Nessa just
I ensured
Mhm.
that you would receive them after I determined that they were in fact keychains.
Nessa just gently grabs hers.
Oh.
Zen makes direct and intentional eye contact with Matt and holds his out. This is yours. This is your first keychain.
No, I don't
You
even
keep
have
this.
I don't even
You-
have a keyblade.
Matthew,
Nessa's like,
shut up and
"Yet."
take the keychain. This is yours for the second your keyblade manifests.
If you
You
want
earned
it, if you
You
want me to have it, that's
saved
fine,
us.
but at least hold on to it.
Okay.
Because you might be able to get use out of it before I can.
We'll see. But this is yours.
At this point, Kurova gives you guys a farewell bow and then exits the room. As he opens the
Finally.
door, you guys hear... make me a notice check, actually.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's a 10.
Let's
That's
go.
a 10.
It's the
That's
seven.
a 10
Double,
for
double, double,
Nessa.
double, double.
Oh, fuck yeah. Pop off.
14.
Nice. Yeah, all three of you hear it. It's crying.
Oh no.
Oh.
And
Who's-
Nessa immediately
Zen-
gets up and goes to the source of it.
Zen, you're 14. You recognize kind of the tone of it. It's Gaia and Stella.
Oh god, Zen.
I get up to
runs.
go see as well.
Yeah, Nessa like didn't even recognize the crying voice. She just immediately
Zen's-
recognized someone was crying and goes over immediately.
Yeah, no. I'm just following. Everyone else is leaving.
Matt
Zen is
kind of
pushing Faye in front of him because he knows that this is Faye's job, not his.
I
Matt-
blink in confusion as Zen pushes me to the front, but I allow it.
Matt kind of shrugs and just, I'll be here.
Oh, Matthew.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys make your way downstairs with Kurova. And you see Gaia and Stella and Jacobs holding each other.
Oh, Nessa doesn't go into the Nessa stops
Stealth
on
roll?
the stairs.
Stealth roll?
Can we do a stealth
Can
roll?
we
Yeah, sure.
roll
Go
stealth?
ahead and roll stealth.
Oh god, I don't know what anything is on my character sheet anymore.
Right?
It's a 5.
It's another
Nessa.
7.
7!
Ha! 7.
Double.
Let me roll notice real quick.
We've got to have better notice than we have.
Yeah, but they
At least
also
a couple
gotta
of
be
them.
busy. They're busy. They're
Yeah, but
trying.
Kurova's
Okay.
not.
We're not hiding from Kurova. We
Yeah,
went down
Kurova
the
just
true.
passes you guys, and you guys actually see Isaac looks up at you three and kind of gives the shoe.
I scamper up the
Nessa,
stairs a little
yeah,
bit more.
Nessa,
Like
Nessa,
4 more
like-
stairs up. Crouch.
Yeah.
Nessa
Same
actually doesn't
technique.
move. Yeah, Nessa doesn't move for a second. She just watches the scene.
Well, I'm up
Almost
front, so I sort of push you back.
Yeah, Nessa is letting Faye kind of push her back, but she is kind of a little bit mesmerized at the scene,
But we stay
and
crouched
then
at the
allows,
stairwell.
and then.
I mean,
yeah,
given
so
the
Nessa,
description,
mhm.
things are probably clicking.
Nessa is actually making. Yeah, she's making the. And then she immediately, once she's made that, distinction, then she immediately grabs Faye and Zen and goes back upstairs.
Hey,
Hey, nah. I try to stay
get
put.
over here. No,
I'm not-
no, Nessa.
I'm not gonna
Nessa
stay
is
put.
dragging.
I'm letting you drag me.
While
Nessa,
you guys-
Nessa is dragging both.
Oh,
of them
while we're
back
fighting,
up.
we're playing tug of war with ourselves.
Yes, we are.
While you
Yeah, Bert?
guys make your
I'm
way
not-
back up to the room, we are going to take our first break.
Oh, God bless.
Yay!
So, welcome back. We come back from the break with you three having taken a couple of days for recovery. Just basics, health and well-being. Jacobs was actually brought back to Scala with Gaia and Stella. They assured you, Nessa, that they would not reintroduce him to Ariel until basically you said okay.
Mm-hmm.
They're at this point they're just gonna keep him at Scala, away from prying eyes.
Okay.
Just that way he's not being a burden on Isaac and Jenna. So yeah, a few days pass. You learn that Matt can't feel anything
Is this
where the
dubstep?
gems are.
I'm sorry.
Aylin,
Quiet.
Jamie, don't bully the music or he'll put
I'm
on
bullying
something
Slate.
worse.
It's okay.
It's says dubstep, but it's not. This is not
Ew.
dubstep.
It
Anyways,
is-
I'll be good. I'll behave. I promise.
so you guys make your way back to Scala. parking in the docks, you guys are greeted by Master Stella, Master Rimna, and Master Vantis. They kind of just give you welcome back, get settled in. These are going to be the days that you guys are going to do your therapy sessions, and just general checking in on you guys before letting you guys kind of do what you need to do to get settled back in.
Mm-hmm.
What do we even do? Where do we even go?
Can Nessa like put her stuff in her room and then make the trip over to Twilight Town?
Do you want us to support you, or do you want to go alone? We'll do whatever you want us to do.
Yeah, you guys can come with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah, you guys can make your way over to Twilight Town. You see that the forest has been quarantined off.
Huh. That's weird.
You haven't received reports of the door closing.
Oh.
Okay. So the door is still open to the archives.
Possibly.
Okay.
Which is very strange considering the door closed almost immediately after you guys went through the first time.
That is weird.
Yeah, Nessa sees
Don't like that.
she sees that and she's like, I guess the archives aren't closed.
Looks like they
We had to evacuate
closed
last
off
time.
safely, though.
We didn't do enough.
Nessa kind of looks over and then she kind of looks over at you guys and she's like, maybe we should ask when we get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably won't let us go and do something about it right now, but we can ask what happened.
Anyway, Nessa kind of leads the way back to her place and she goes up to the door and she stands there for a minute, almost scared to open the door.
Zen puts his hand on her shoulder.
Nessa, reaches up and gives him a squeeze and it's like,
We're right
okay.
behind you. You can do it.
Is it cool if I wait outside?
Nessa turns to Faye and gives a nod. Sure.
I wait outside.
Do you want me to stay with you? Faye?
No, go with Nessa.
Okay.
So Nessa just takes a deep breath and then nods to herself and then walks through the door.
Zen follows.
Hey, Mom. Mom, I'm home. Mom?
You don't see or hear anything at first, and then you see Ariel come out of the kitchen with an apron on. Oh, sweetheart, you're back.
Yeah. She kind of, moves over and gives her a hug. Not like a bear hug, but she doesn't let go immediately.
How you doing?
This last mission was rough, Mom.
Yeah? You want to talk about it? I'm just making dinner.
Yeah. And she pulls away pretty quickly and sits at the counter and kind of motions for Zen to sit at the counter with her.
He does. He's making an effort to keep his left side as obscured as possible. So he might stand slightly behind Nessa on his left side.
Yeah,
something.
Ariel brings out this roast shredded on a plate with some potatoes and steamed vegetables. She sets out plates for each of you. Where's Phelan?
Oh,
He needed
he's
some space, I think.
yeah, so yeah, he's right outside. He can have some later when he wants it.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, he'll be fine, Mom.
Okay.
And
Well,
then she kind of sits at the sits at the place and starts dishing up some stuff. And kind of nibbles at her food, not with the usual gusto that she eats her food.
well, what did I do to deserve such a wonderfully random, but wonderful opportunity to see you guys?
Nessa kind of looks up and smiles, and she's like, "Well, I have news."
Oh?
And she kind of chuckles a little bit awkwardly at that.
Zen rubs her back, making sure that she knows that he's right here.
She kind of gives a nod. She immediately just puts down her utensils and is like, she immediately just stares at Ariel, just almost like she doesn't know how else to say this. She's like, Dad's back. She looks straight into Ariel's eyes as she says this, as tears are welling up in her eyes.
You watch as she fork uplifted to take a bite, drops it, and it clatters to the floor. And she doesn't move. She just is paused and staring at you, not saying a word.
Nessa doesn't say a word either. She just looks almost pleadingly at her.
Can I make a notice check to see if I can get a read on her expression?
Yeah.
Splody? Double! Oh, thank God. Triple would have stressed me out. 16?
16?
It's okay, I'm doing Faye's job. He doesn't need to be... I got you.
Thanks, Omi.
She's at a loss for words. She has no idea what to say. She seems to just be in pure, unadulterated shock.
Nessa kind of, holds her gaze for a moment, and she's like, okay, so, story time. The last mission we went on was in Wayard. I can't remember if I told you that or not. And Mom, we were having such a nice, lovely time at the beach. And then Nessa starts like you can see the tears are going down her cheeks, but she's still calm, but you can just see the tears falling, and she's like, and he approached me and called me my name on the beach, and he recognized me, Mom. And I saw him later with Gaia and Stella, and she kind of looks up and she's like, I recognized his blue hair. And she kind of, is silent after that.
That's not awesome.
He was malnourished on the beach. He lost most of his memories. He said he's been wandering for like 3 years.
No. That's impossible.
And Nessa kind of looks back to Ariel and she's like, I I do have my reservations, Mom. I don't know if it's actually him, but he claims to be Jacob's, and Isaac and Jenna seem to recognize him. So did Master Gaia, and so did Master Stella. And
No.
I-
She stands up abruptly and marches to her room, slamming the door.
it's just kind of at a loss.
Zen puts his hand on her shoulder. Just give it a second. It's probably a lot for her to handle right now.
So just kind of looks down at her food, and the tears are just flowing right now. But she is strangely calm. She's like, I think she just needs to process.
Probably right.
She just starts like picking at her food again. You know, just very hesitantly. She just starts, you know, munching on the roast and the potatoes and and then after those few bites, Nessa just kind of like stops and then just puts her utensils down and then just stands up and she's like, I guess we should just give her some space.
Maybe you should
And then
try and go to her room. If
Nessa looks at Zen almost pleadingly. Do you... Alright.
you don't have
And she-
to, but
Nessa kind of nods, a little bit determined, and she's like, do you mind just waiting down here for a bit?
yeah, I was gonna go and check on Faye.
Okay. I'm
Hey.
gonna head upstairs. Yeah?
You got this, okay?
Okay. And Nessa just gives Zen a little squeeze on his hand and then goes upstairs.
And he goes outside to see if Faye is still right there.
I have not moved.
Hey, bud.
Hey.
Ariel made enough for everybody. This, again. But
I'm
they
not
need
hungry.
some space.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Oh, going that well.
Yeah, she didn't take it well.
Well,
I
I'm
don't-
just here.
Yeah,
Goes upstairs to her
I think
mom's room
they
and
really need to do it by
Mhm.
themselves right now.
He nods quietly.
meanwhile Nessa, you know, just slowly goes up to her mom's room and gives a really soft knock.
You just hear sobbing on the other side of the door.
Nessa just has a deep breath and then slowly opens the door.
It's locked. And for the first time, you don't remember a single time your mother has ever locked her bedroom.
Oh. Nessa just kind of just slides down and sits by the door. And she kind of like brings her knees up to her chest and wraps herself. And she just talks to the door. I don't know if it's impossible, Mom. I don't even know if he is who he is. I have no clue, Mom. And I know you have to be much more upset about it than me. But I don't think he left us on purpose, Mom. All he told me was that he went on a mission with 3 people, with 3 other people, Keyblade wielders. And I know that he fell. and that Gaia and Stella were there too. And this other person. And that they tried to save him, but he ended up falling, and that's all he remembers. Apparently this boy with red hair tried to catch him, but... Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't want to bring him to you until you're ready. They have him at Scala right now. But... And she kind of wipes her face and her tears. But... Just know that I'm here, Mom. And if it's not him, then we can move on. But I'm sorry for doing this to you, Mom. I didn't want to bring him to you until you're ready. I was so scared of telling you. But I thought you ought to know. And then she just sits by the door, and she hears Ariel crying in the other room, and she's like, Mom, I'll be here. However long it takes, I'll be here for you, okay? And she just waits by the door for a bit.
How long do you wait, Zen and Faye?
As long as it takes.
Yeah, until we get told otherwise.
I'm not going in that house. Zen, if you want to go check on...
10 minutes go by. 20 minutes. The crying slowed, but it's still there, Nessa. Even 30 minutes later.
Oh, Nessa's still crying.
About an hour later, the crying has stopped, but no movement has been... You can't hear any movement. You can't hear anything in the bedroom.
Nessa's waiting. I mean, she's still, by the door crying, but she's still waiting.
Two hours. By this point, Zen and Faye, it's starting to get dark.
We know how to get to the station if we need to go.
Well, the tram doesn't run all days, or all hours of the night.
Nessa actually sends a quick text to Zen and Faye and says, feel free to go home without me. Waiting on Mom. She needs me right now.
That's our cue.
Yep.
Come on, Zen.
Zen texts her back. Call us if there's an emergency. We're here for you.
Nessa sends heart emojis, and she's like, I'll let you know.
Let's go grab a sea salt ice cream on the way home, Faye.
Okay.
As you guys head towards the station and go to the ice cream stall, you guys do see a couple of recognizable figures. Also getting ice cream, you see Avier and Alex.
Zen gives a little wave with his non-monster hand.
They grab their ice cream and walk over to you guys, and Alex nods to you two. How's Matthew?
Surprisingly good, all things considered.
We heard from Birch that something happened, so...
I'm sure he'd appreciate the company.
Avier nods and... Yeah, I was actually grabbing him... We were grabbing him some ice cream and heading over. If you guys want to come with.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
yeah, you guys grab your ice cream and walk with Alex and Avier over to the tram. Alex kind of just eating his very slowly.
Oh, mine's gone. The moment our butts hit the tram seat, mine is gone. There's only a stick.
Roll me a d10.
Come on, Faye.
2.
Nope.
Dang it.
Rough.
No winner.
Just like rocks.
Just like
Aw.
Roxas.
Master like
Zen, if you want to
apprentice.
go ahead and roll me a d10 as well.
Yeah. 1.
Nope.
Dang it.
Now well.
I'll roll for them as well. Nope. Nope.
Oh. Maybe Matt'll win.
Avier looks at you, Zen, and so what happened? Like, I know, obviously I understand some confidential stuff, but
I don't know how much we can say.
I mean, I get that.
Yeah. I mean,
It was big.
it was,
It was
a
a
lot.
lot.
We have mandatory counseling now, so if that tells you anything.
Avier looks at your arm, Zen, looks over at Alex, and you see he glances specifically at Zen or Alex's missing arm, and then looks over at Faye and goes, "You know, we should probably get on it, because at this point, we're gonna be the only ones with normal arms."
Phelan raises an eyebrow. I'd like to keep both mine, just the way they are. Actually, and he rolls down his sleeve, he wiggles his darkness arm. I think it's just you.
Damn it! I want a cool
Come on,
arm.
Avier, you gotta get it together.
I want a cool arm.
You don't want what comes with it, bud.
Yeah, the last time this popped off. Well, before this last time. You know, it's just, it hasn't been fun all around.
Yeah, probably not. And you watch as his head flings forward and you see the ghost hand of Alex behind his head.
Nice one.
Just shut up. So,
Small talk is clearly in none of our areas of expertise.
I heard that Matt did something pretty cool.
Exceptionally stupid.
Cool, stupid.
They go hand in hand.
Yep.
But
I mean-
there wasn't a whole lot of other choice.
If we
So-
know. Yeah.
It's kind of
You're
like
right.
him, anyways. Always the
Gotta be the hero,
self-sacrificial
right?
one. Oh, yeah. I mean, runs in his blood. The Avier
Yeah.
and Alex kind of both at that kind of just seem to go off into the distance, their brains.
Yeah, Faye gets real quiet.
But he's okay. Which is what's important.
Yeah.
He's here. He's figuring shit out. Like we all are. We'll be okay.
Well, I'm glad. Where's the other one? Nessa, right?
He's dealing
Home
with
visit.
her own shit right now.
I gotcha. I went and saw my parents when I got back home.
Yeah.
Hey, Zen.
Yeah.
I didn't really really get around to talking to you about it, but I think I'm alright enough now. That one dude's name.
Oh. Yeah.
I think he said it was Xerix.
Damn.
Zeriqs.
Another Z and another Q.
Yep.
I figured I should tell you. I
Yeah,
know that the other
helps
two. I mean, look, I wanted to talk to you because it obviously has something to do with you. Or, I mean, not that came out wrong. Avier
it's fine.
pats
It's
him on
fine,
the
Alex.
shoulder, and he's still kind of coming to terms with everything that happened.
When Master Gaia gives us the clearance, I'll tell you what we know about it, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, hey. Total topic change because obviously this is the best time for it.
Yeah.
My race is coming up next week.
There we
The
go.
one
There's
that I was
something fun to do.
wanting to get you guys tickets for.
Yeah.
Unless it's not a good time, I can get you tickets for the next one.
No, we could use the distraction.
Okay. Yeah.
Something fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys seen chocobo racing before?
Faye shakes his head no.
Oh,
No,
it's
I haven't either.
it's a fun sport. Not to brag, but you're looking at the #1 runner on Scala right now.
Maybe you can teach me a thing or two about Fyra. Little unwieldy he is.
Oh, you're the one that bonded with that bird. Yeah,
He nods.
yeah. I was worried because that one was kind of a lost cause for a while.
So am I.
And they're both incredibly sweet and intelligent when you get to know them.
And they also
Shut
bite.
up, Senquin.
They also
I
both
ruffle
bite.
your
Shut
fucking
up.
hair. I ruffle your hair.
Glares.
Alex kind of looks at you, Zen, and just leans over. Don't let him start talking, because he won't stop.
Zen nudges him.
Avier chuckles and says the one that's been to every single one of my races.
Oh no, a supportive friend. Whatever you're gonna do.
I know, right?
God.
It's horrible. It's terrible. Once again, Avier's head flings forward. You guys make it back to Scala.
Zen keeps checking his phone just to make sure that Nessa's okay. He doesn't text her again. He wants to give her space, but he just keeps checking.
I will say, DM to player, Nessa. It's going to be a few days before she is ready to talk. This was a lot for her.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd imagine so.
I think that like the first, like I think Nessa eventually gets the hint. Maybe like when it's like, maybe she knows the tram schedule front to back, so when she knows when the last train is hitting, and so when she realized what time it was, then she ended up getting on on a different train back to Scala.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You do see the texts that they are currently, the group is
At
currently
Matt's dorm.
with Avier, Matt, and Alex.
I assume at Matt's dorm.
Yeah.
If not, then wherever.
Yeah, Matt's dorm.
Okay, so Nessa kind of, she actually just goes back to the dorm room and just curls up on her bed, cuddling the she got a Tonberry plushie, guys.
Yay.
So she's cuddling the Tonberry plush in her room.
Who goes into the room first? Or dorm room first for Matt?
Probably Faye.
Probably me.
Faye, you see Matt hunched over his coffee table. And with your high notice, you see that he's currently working on some origami, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you do notice in his trash can, a little hidden, but you see stacks upon stacks of crumpled origami paper.
Oh, buddy.
Buddy.
And you see him struggling right now to make the simplest of just swans.
I mercifully avert my gaze and just go, "Hey, Matt."
Oh, hey guys. And Avier makes his way in, doesn't say a thing, and Matt's just like, "Oh, dude, what's up?" And then Avier shoves the ice cream in his mouth. And Alex flops down on the couch next to Matt. You can
Zen just claims a beanbag.
from this interaction, you two can see that they seem to have a very, very close relationship, the three of them.
It's cute.
Faye sort of leans against the wall.
Matt kind of just takes a bite and then looks up and, "What's going on, guys?"
Not a lot. On our mandated recovery period, so.
Same.
Yeah, well, we accidentally ran into Avier and Alex, and we figured, we'll tag along.
I need to roll.
Hope you're not sick of us yet.
I need to roll a notice check real quick. No for Avier. Faye,
Yeah?
make me a stealth check.
Fuck me. What am I even stealthing? What am I trying to hide?
Don't worry about
It's
it.
just a
Don't worry,
competing
don't worry.
roll.
1.
So, you guys watch as Alex, seems to take in everything that's going on. Looks at Matt, looks at Zen, looks at Avier, looks at Faye, looks at Matt, looks at Faye again, looks at Matt, looks at Faye again. No! No!
Looks really confused. What
Zen
are you
just
yelling
grins.
about?
He leans over at Matt. Dude! And you didn't tell us?
Tell you?
Matt is blushing furiously.
Matt,
What
you
did
didn't
you
even
not
tell
tell
your
them?
boys?
I
That's so messed up.
didn't see them
Zen,
till
wait,
right
what do you
now.
mean tell?
Faye. Zen just makes the eyes
Lived
at Faye.
in an office for 3 years!
At your dating! Fuck!
Gah!
Avier
His
kind
face in
of
his hands.
Avier does the whole point at Matt, point at Faye, like, wait.
Avier, bro, you're so slow, dude.
Slower than me, which is impressive because I had to be told.
Hey, to be fair, I thought that the I had my suspicions on the train. Okay.
But what are you lies, deceit?
I did.
You didn't see shit.
You kissed him.
And you kissed me.
And he just raises an eyebrow.
Look, it's not that big of a deal, okay? It's just a thing. Get over it.
Yeah, I answered his confession while we were at Weird, okay? I told you I was gonna say something. Alex just smirks. Yeah, didn't think you'd actually do it, though. I'm too much of a pussy.
Clearly not, because I found out.
It's fair.
Why does it have to be so fatty?
Sorry. Yeah?
Yeah, Visa.
Yeah, Visa?
I love you guys. You guys are great. Bye.
Oh. Visa.
Oh.
Look, it's just a thing, okay?
I mean,
Zen's gonna just text Nessa and be like, dude, it's kind of a sausage fest up here. Can you come and help me out?
Nessa texts back, on my way.
yeah.
Nessa slowly gets up and like tries to clean herself up as much as she can. Like goes to the bathroom, like tries to clean herself up, gives herself a pep talk, and then slowly walks over to Matt's dorm.
Yeah, you open up the, you go into the dorm and you see Alex, Avier, and Matt, relaxing on the couch. You see Faye in the office chair and Zen in the beanbag, and
Zen, like, she notices Zen in the beanbag, and she kind of wanders over and kind of gives Zen a little scoop motion.
oh yeah,
Zen,
it's a big
Zen
beanbag.
fully pulls her down.
Yeah,
gotta-
Nessa's just, like, in the beanbag with him.
I got a roll from Matt's popsicle stick. Nope.
Does anyone even actually win those things, or is it just made up?
I
Has
mean-
anyone
looks
actually
up and
seen one before?
Avier
Yeah,
was...
Nessa looks up and...
Sorry.
You guys got ice cream without me? And she's like,
we
okay,
still have
whatever.
ice cream for you back in the...
You can have one of
Look
mine
at
from
those.
the freezer, from Master Roxas and Master Shion.
Nessa kind of contemplates that, and she's like, okay. And she relaxes.
Avier raises his hand. I actually won once.
Are you being truthful?
Oh yeah, no. They just give you another ice cream for free.
Oh,
Is
that's
that
lame.
seriously all that happens?
Yeah.
That's lame.
Why
Goddamn
do people
marketing
want it so
scheme.
bad?
Because no
I-
one knows what actually happens.
I mean, from what I understand, they changed the... Like, it's sort of a roulette, right? So, like, they spin the wheel, and then whatever you win is what... Or whatever lands on, you get. I just got the shitty one.
I
Uh,
guess.
Okay, now we know he's probably telling the truth.
Yeah,
Let's-
that's
let's
definitely
face
that.
it.
Yeah, that's honest.
I did see that there was, like, a year's worth of supply ice cream on there once.
That's a big ass wheel.
Yeah, no, it's a... There's I think, like... He thinks for a second. I think there was, like, 7 or 8, like, prizes.
Well, the
No,
more you
we're
know.
talking a year's supply. Are we talking, like, a normal person's year supply, or, like, a Master Roxas year supply?
I don't think they can keep up with Master Roxas.
I mean, I think it was, like, a once a day, or one each day sort of thing.
Yeah, they definitely can't keep pace with Master
Nah.
Roxas. He can clear that box he gave me in like a week. I promise.
Yeah, gone.
Yeah, that's fair. But anyways, so since we're all here, do you want to... I don't know. Avier kind of like realizes there's not really a whole lot to say. And you can tell that he's not used to having to be the conversation starter.
Oh, bless.
Zen
We
just
make him look social.
sighs. Matt, you still got that game downloaded on your tablet?
Oh, right. Yeah, I've got a few stuff downloaded. I've also
Now that we don't have
the...
Birch here to murder us immediately,
I've also got
we
a
might
few
actually
board
get a little
games.
bit into the game.
I got a few board games in the bedroom, and I've got, you know, the TV set up and stuff.
You and Chatworthy are the only ones capable of playing those TV video games.
Alex and Avier both raise their hand. We can't say...
Nessa slowly raises her hand, but she's very subdued.
I tried. I'm not very good.
Alex smirks over at you, Nessa. I don't really like board games, so wanna go for a couple matches?
Nessa kind of like looks up at him and kind of gives a little shrug and says, "Sure."
Matt.
And she slowly gets up.
Matt stands up. Hey, Faye, can you give me a hand? I'm gonna go.
Of course.
Grab some of the board games out of my room.
Yeah, I come along.
Avier kind of looks over at you, and I guess we just sit here.
Yeah, I guess we just vibe.
So can you like, okay, I'm not trying to be, you know, like
Ask
nosy or
the freaky arm
anything.
questions. Hit me.
I know that Matt can't really feel anything with his. Can you feel?
Yes, it feels like a normal hand.
Okay.
It doesn't look like a normal hand, but it feels like a normal hand.
Are they sharp?
They can be.
That's...
I choose. It's kind of metal.
Hang on, I gotta make a roll for what he says. Odds or evens?
Odds?
Fuck.
Oh,
He
no.
just nods and goes, "That's hot."
I'm fucking ugly laughing.
Zen doesn't even register it. He just laughs.
While in the bedroom, Faye, the bedroom is actually very well kept compared to the living room.
Well, that's a relief.
He makes his way over to the closet and opens it up, and you can see that there's some board games up on the like top.
Can I reach?
Yeah, you can reach, but
Oh, hell yeah.
you can see like he's still struggling to like close his hands and grip stuff.
Right.
So he's like, if you need some help, I can lift you up, or...
Absolutely not. I can reach. I stand on my tiptoes.
Pick him up anyway. Pick him
Alright.
up anyway.
Now I need to make a roll for Matt. Odds or evens?
Aw.
Evens.
Evens it is. He comes up behind you while you're reaching, Faye, and leans over and presses his cheek against yours.
I let out a little laugh. I glance up at him. Oh?
Well, I figured look, I'm not really...
You're fine. I nuzzle his cheek.
Oh god.
Put the board games down, kind of on the
Hold
bed,
on.
and yeah, no, Faye sort of sets the board games down, and kind of glances up at him. It's like, well, you're being extremely endearing and cute right now. I do want to talk to you while I have you alone. Are you all right?
I'm okay.
It's okay to say no.
No,
I'm not alright right now.
I'm... And he moves to, like, hold you.
I hold him back.
This helps. This really, really helps. No pun intended, but you are... And he hesitates. You're really helping me stay grounded.
He smiles a little bit and says, you know, when I did all that training for my drive form,
Yeah.
Master Stella wanted me to think of people close to me, find the source of my light. And it could have been my teammates, it could have been Master Gaia. It wasn't. It was you.
He blushes at that. And not really sure as to what to say. He leans in and gives you a peck on the lips.
I grin. I kiss him back. I'm just saying that to tell you that you've got that effect on people too. We're going to get through this together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's play some board games. And if you need help moving any pieces that are particularly tiny, you've got me. I'll move it for you.
I appreciate it. I'll be fine.
He nods.
He smiles and brushes your hair kind of a little bit out of your face and kisses your forehead.
Stop! Shoves him.
Listen, I'm still new to this, okay?
I lived in an office. I get the newer to intimacy role. Sorry.
You know
That's
what?
fine.
You can only use that for so long.
Okay, when's my time, huh? 5 years? How long? How long after I've lived in an office do I get to no longer say it?
We'll figure it out. And he grabs the board game and leads you out of the room.
I follow.
Nessa.
In the meantime, Zen has been telling Avier to just autistic info dump about Chocobo racing to him.
Yeah. We'll go over that.
It.
We'll go over that in a sec. Nessa.
Mhm.
You and Alex move over to the love seat. Because that's the one thing that's actually like pointed towards the television.
Yeah, Nessa kind of is like she kind of keeps her space away from him just to, you know, give each themselves a small bubble.
Yeah. He hands you one of the controllers and turns on the console and racing or fighting?
Racing.
All right, cool. And yeah, he loads up a racing game. Sets it to teams. So you and him are both on a team together.
Okay.
And,
Aw, she wanted to kick his ass. Let her kick his ass.
She did. She did
Oh,
want to
you
kick his
wanna-
ass.
you want to compete? Are you sure?
Nessa kind of is like, I'm not new to this game. Let's do this.
I mean, that's up to you.
Nessa just kind of, and she's like, well, come on, let's just do a regular, like, pre. Come on.
All right, fair enough. And he changes the settings, and it smirks. And he, at this point,
Nessa
he's only
kind
been
of-
moving. He's only been really using his normal hand to use the controller. But then you watch the spirit hand form and grip, and he sits back. And go ahead and make me a games check.
Okay.
Jonas, kick his ass.
Fuck him up, Nessa.
Oh my god.
What'd you roll?
That I. Hold on.
Alex get fucked. Alex get fucked. Alex get fucked.
Nessa rolled an 11.
Go Nessa!
So you beat him on the first race,
Uh-huh.
and he sits up.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh shit.
All right,
Oh, he's
all
not
right,
relaxed anymore.
all right. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
What
You
did
won't
he
get me on the
roll?
next one.
Nessa's like, you wish.
Go ahead and make me another one.
Get his ass.
Oh, fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Okay, that's a 3.
Damn.
Yeah, he
Because
smokes you.
Ow.
Okay. Nessa kind of looks over and she's like, oh, you may have won this time, but not next time.
Oh? Should I stop going easy on you?
It's like, oh, don't you dare go easy on me. And she starts to get fired up.
All right. Go ahead and roll it with advantage. You both are rolling with advantage.
Okay.
So 2d4, take their better one. Unless you have higher than d4 in games.
That's a 7.
That is a 9.
Oh,
It's
just
close.
barely.
It's
So
close. It's
Barely.
first and second place in the third race. You figure if you can beat him on this last one, if you can beat him by a good sizable amount, then you should be able to beat him in the pre. But you would have to beat him by at least 2 points.
Okay, let's do
Get his
this.
So,
ass.
go ahead and-
Nessa,
go ahead and roll.
Go Nessa, go Nessa.
One more roll?
Manifest it,
Is
manifest
this
it.
Is this
This is
advantage?
this is at advantage. Yes.
I've never
Okay.
cared so much about a roll in this game, and it's for fucking Mario Kart.
Oh my god!
Roll banana.
6.
Oh.
16.
Damn!
Nice.
His brain got a little hurt there. He
Whoo!
He sits
That was
back.
Personal.
He sits back after the second lap of the fourth race and smirks as you watch him lap you.
Oh, she rolls her eyes and she's just like, you obviously have no life.
Hey. Oh, really? Hey, you're welcome to race me at any time you want.
Nessa kind of looks at him and she's like, I think I'll take you up on that.
My lobby's always open.
get his ass. Get his ass.
Nessa just nods at him and she's like, oh yeah, you better believe it. I'm gonna beat you next time.
Joke's on you.
Nessa's about to put some points in games, yeah.
He smirks and just nods. But yeah, you guys can go on and keep racing. Matt comes out with the board games. He sees that all of you kind of have your paired up. Offers to still play the board game with you, Zen and Avir. And Avir kind of leaves that up to you, Zen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, so focused on practicing to beat
Nessa and Alex are just like
Yeah,
going
they're
at it.
gone. They're gone.
They're gone. Just as they're playing, honestly, it's nice to see somebody who can match Nessa's energy.
Faye nods. We need some help with that.
Avir chuckles. Yeah, Alex can get pretty competitive. That's why I'm glad that he doesn't race, because honestly, even though I may be the best, he can whoop my ass any day of the week.
He nods. He's like, I know a thing or two about being competitive.
Probably why he beat us first. He kind of gives Matt a nudge. Matt just kind of nods slowly.
I kind of look at the board game and start getting it set up according to the instructions.
Yeah, it seems to be some sort of like a sort of like Risk game, where you've got to like conquer the different worlds.
Okay.
And move
Territory
your armies
management type thing.
territory management, army management sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Played
a Game of Thrones board game like that once.
You also see that there's actual like combat mechanics. So
Neato.
the way it kind of works is anytime that there's combat, a screen, because there's a little projector on it, and a screen will pop up between the two that are in combat, and it kind of plays like Battleship.
Oh, cool! I love Battleship.
Interesting.
So
Okie doke.
it's definitely difficult, and I will say, just for the first round, it goes quick, especially with 4 people. But for the first round, it really does come down to Avier and Matt, who have obviously played this game before.
Right.
Fair.
But yeah, you guys get the gist of it for the most part, get a feel for it. We can roll games for the second round, or we can just kind of fade to black here if you'd so like.
I'm fine fading to black.
I'm
Yeah.
okay fading to black too.
So you guys end the night relatively relaxed. This is the first night in a long while that you guys have been able to really enjoy yourselves. Save for longer than just a couple
The
hours.
beach before it was ruined.
The beach was about an hour. You guys go off into the night and really get to enjoy yourself. Matt orders food and drinks, and at some point you'll get some of your other friends popping in and out. But for the most part, you're able to kind of just breathe.
Be kids for a little bit.
Yeah.
We're teenagers, yeah.
Yeah, be teens for a little bit.
Which, as we all know, means
And now we're
something's about
waiting
to go
for the- yeah,
terribly
we're
wrong.
waiting.
Yeah, now we're waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Where's the
Well.
shoe? Give it to us.
Where is it? Give it to us.
You guys play into the night. Matt offers for you guys all to crash in his storm. Sets up sleeping bags, and the couch extends into a futon.
Yeah, Faye takes him up on it.
You guys...
Nessa decides to take him up on it.
Cool. Yeah, the boys will stay, although Alex and Avier stay up pretty late. Matt passes out leaning against you, Faye, at some point.
I think in some way Nessa's staying up to practice the racing game so that she can beat Alex.
Faye's
Yeah,
wide awake.
yes.
He's just gonna have a hard time sleeping after everything recently.
But you guys are able to kind of breathe a sigh of relief for the first time in a long, long while.
And then
And the
And that's where we'll pick up next session.
Oh, we actually get
Alright.
like a soft
Aw.
one. Oh, next session's gonna fucking suck.
yeah.
Oh, next session's gonna kick our ass.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
For once, a wholesome ending.
I gotta give you guys them every now and then. I can't.
We
I
don't
can't-
trust you.
We
I
don't
can't
try,
be an
and
asshole.
now next session we feel like it's gonna be infinitely worse.
I can't be an asshole every time.
They deserve it. They deserve a sweet night.
They do.
So, what I want you guys to do, have any of you put any points into your willpower?
I have
Not
Yeah.
me.
I have a D8.
You have a D8?
I have a
I
D6.
do.
Okay.
I have a D8. Yeah.
Nessa, you will get 3 AP points.
3? Okay.
Faye and Zen, since you guys have not put any in your willpower.
I just said
Oh,
I
you do.
did.
How many do you have?
D6.
Okay,
Are we doing this again? Yeah,
you
okay,
will-
I'll take it.
Zen, you can either bump your willpower up to a D8, or you can take 3 AP.
No, I'll take the D8.
And Faye, you can bump your willpower up to a D6, or take the
Okay.
3 AP.
Or take the 3 AP. Ooh. Okay.
I
If
would
your willpower is
recommend.
up, it'll make more willpower and more AP in the future. Unless you have something you desperately need with 3 AP right now.
And that is where we'll pick up next session.
All right.
Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody. And I hope to see you guys at the next episode. And remember, if you guys want to see this live, check us out at twitch.tv/birdscoldgaming at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.